Ready? 3, 2, 1. Hello! Welcome to Keep Manny Live. I'm kind of lost tonight because I don't have my headphones on. Rob has my headphones on, so I have to trust that everything sounds perfect, which I'm sure it will. It always sounds perfect when Rob's working. I have Bo with me tonight. He's going to be playing some music here in a second. I got to thank Neon Vanadium. I struggle with that word. It's a science word, like a periodic table word. Do you know that word? You're a teacher.
I don't know that word.
But you're a teacher of music, so you don't have to do the periodic tables.
I'm pretty good with periodic table.
Periodically, right?
Occasionally.
Yeah. Well, that's good. But yeah, I was supposed to go down to Bo's to do the show from there, so he wouldn't have to drag all his gear up here because he's got quite a bit, and it's still not all that you have for your live shows.
Right.
But his internet's a little slower down there, and so I figured it'd probably be better to come here because then we wouldn't have to worry about lagging and all that stuff. So that's why I'm here, and I don't have my banner behind me because it's over there. It's on the other wall where it usually is. I didn't want to move everything, but I like the setup. There's a lot of room right here.
I'm extra.
Are you comfortable?
Yeah, I'm very comfortable.
Are
This place
sure?
is awesome. Yeah.
Speak up if you're
In fact,
not.
I'll get another sip of my beverage.
There you go. It's just water. Put the mic in front of my mouth. Rob says, "What's it's a."
Because you're picking up all the noise.
You're picking up all the noise. Okay. Anyway, is that better? Awesome.
Sure.
Cool.
Better,
But that was Anton Ego. I think that's how you say it. Anton Ego is the name of that band, and they're from Pittsburgh. They're friends with the Catatonia guys, and they're gonna be playing with Catatonia at their CD release in February. I believe it's February when their album comes out. So check them out. But see, Wednesday in 2 nights. I'm going to be moving the living room around a little bit, and Intoxicated Zen's going to come down here, and their whole band's going to perform. So that's going to be fun.
I'll check them out on
Can't wait for that. You can even come up and help us with the sound.
Okay.
I'm going to
I do that.
help Rob with the sound, actually.
They're a fun band.
Yeah, they're awesome. They're so much fun. So they're Wednesday, and then the very next night, Thursday, and then I'm going to take a break after Thursday. But the very next night, Thursday, I got a rapper, Pinch. He's coming up from Charleston, and gonna be. He's not going to perform, but he's going to be here to interview in person. And we're going to be playing some of his new stuff. He just came out with one Christmas Eve. He's got a new one coming out New Year's Eve and performing New Year's Eve. So,
And a rap artist from Charleston, West
yes.
Virginia. That's awesome.
And he's good. He's really good.
That's great.
So that's Thursday. So, but tonight is the Bo Show. Why is it called the Bo Show? I know your name's Bo. So
Yeah.
that's a given. But
And because my name's Bo, and there's a show. No, and it's just because I went through this phase of like, so if I had somebody playing with me, I'd call it the Bo Show Duo. Or if there was a couple people, I'd call it the Bo Show
endless
Trio.
possibilities for rhyming.
Yeah, as long as it ends in O.
Well,
But,
yeah.
But yeah, so
Makes sense.
and actually there was somebody that had a podcast that was called Bo Show.
Wasn't me.
But that guy went out of business or something, or passed away or something. So I'm good to use it now. But I go by Bo MC $$ also.
And that's because million is the after the mook.
Yep.
So I actually came up with this today. I thought it was funny. You probably won't. You probably heard it already. But you know, when you become a millionaire, you don't have to worry about changing your name to anything because it's already.
Yeah. Towels. I mean, I've already got the towels and everything.
Towels?
Towels for the bathroom with the name on it.
Oh, well, and Rob mentioned you got to get one of those like big chains that just have the $sign on it. Now
Yeah.
that's when you know you made it, in a Cadillac,
That's right.
a gold Cadillac.
Pink gold too.
Yeah. Well, the whole upper
Well,
tooth.
my teeth are kind of yellow.
The
Maybe
grill,
that's I'm West Virginia.
I'm already ahead.
This is old news. He's already has this stuff just waiting, waiting. But you had you sent me a song. It was a little. You were just messing around, but I told him that he had to use it tonight. Are you gonna try to do it? I actually let my parents hear it and my sister every Christmas because I was done.
I did a takeoff on Hank's. Are you ready for some football? Because we're taping.
Because it was Monday night. Yeah.
It doesn't feel like
I used to
Monday
do
night,
this show only on Monday nights. It was called Manic Monday, not after the stupid song either. But
It's weird. It doesn't feel like a Monday, but.
somebody has a case of the Mondays. It sounds like. But
Yeah,
anyway,
I was just doing,
so go ahead and play that song, and then if you got one right after that
Okay.
to play with it,
I was
or I
just
mean to
going-
play it right after.
Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready for some Bo Show? Now that's about all I can remember from it.
Really?
Yeah, and then the one part where it said
About Monday night.
we we got subscribers on. We got Facebook liked, and all my rowdy friends are coming over tonight. But I don't really have a whole lot of friends, so they're not coming over.
I didn't invite anybody, just Rob. Well, I didn't even invite Rob. He just showed up.
Well, hopefully there'll be some people online that I invited. But
Well,
I told my students that if they got on there, I said, "You guys act
they
with
probably
class."
won't be allowed in. Well, it's 13 and over.
Okay.
They have their ID.
Well, they would never lie about their age either. But they, I said, just if you get on there and you try to embarrass me, believe me, I'll win that war.
Well, they can try, but see, I can monitor what's going on in the chat, so they.
Well, before we
It
block
won't
them,
get
we
to-
have to
it
get
has to go
revenge.
through me before it gets to you.
Okay, there we go.
I'm the gatekeeper.
You shield me from all that.
Well, not everything.
Unpleasantries.
Yeah, I try to.
All right, well, I'm going to do this song's called Ivory Tower. And it's the first actual song on this album I got ready to come out. It's called Adrift. And this song is basically, in 1837, there was a French critic, Sambuve, and hitherto that had been a religious term, but he used it to describe somebody that was a competing poet. He said, I could write beautiful poetry like that too if I lived in that ivory tower. And that's when it became a secular term and meaning like aloof, purposefully aloof. Where I live, I have to do an ivory tower thing. I live there, but I'm not of that because there's a whole lot of bad stuff going on down that. It's kind of rough times in central West Virginia. Yeah. It's kind of scary to leave the house sometimes. But anyway, so this song's called Ivory Tower. It's a doozy. Roses I once smelled, I don't know where, don't know when. Sweet sounds surround, fragrance trapped within. Distance maintained, safe from the lies. Like some booths to devoir, that's where safety lies. Please don't think I'm wretched, I'm just remote. This freedom may not mean much, but it keeps me afloat. Right side upright, I can only try. No je ne sais quoi as I'm taking flight. Taking flight. See your face in the sun.
Somber.
Maybe.
A little bit. Shouldn't be. What do you mean?
madness full of music, our windows for the blind. You can't find enlightenment until you can't find the light. Yves Saint Laurent should not even try. The sweet smell of roses can't be plagiarized. Ivory Tower for you. Thank you. Hey, all right.
Nice. You turn me back up, Rob. Cool. That was very good. The people that are watching, well, I'll turn the camera back on myself. People that are watching, I can't hear anything.
Hey, wait a minute. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I can't hear anything. All I can hear is you playing back.
Yeah.
I hear nothing like electronically. So I turned it up a little bit on the iPad here. But my mom was listening. I said, "Does it sound okay?" Because I'm just trusting Rob and you.
And yeah, I'm dialing it in a little bit.
She said the recorded background, which she means the looper, is a little loud, but she doesn't know sound. Don't.
No,
she's not an engineer.
I know, but I do have to say it loud. You tell Mom. Hey,
She
Mom,
can-
thank
There
you.
you go. Yeah. This
Good
is
job.
Mom, Mom.
Good job, Mom.
Bo Mom. That's kind of cool.
Tell her I said hi.
Shut up,
Or-
Rob. Rob has to be.
Bomb.
Well, I don't know. She said you should be playing hand drums with him. I was like, well, I can't hear him. I can't hear everything that's going on.
And he's not been invited yet.
I haven't.
I got still getting feel for things here. I don't
Yeah,
know.
it's quite a show. Well, to me it sounded good, like the way I was listening to it. I'll have to listen to it like tomorrow or something, but it's.
Yeah, you need another set of headphones.
I have several. Rob's occupying some. I'm good. I'm good. That's I get the background.
I think I might.
What
have
goes
some
on in the
more.
background? I'm the backstage guy.
Yeah.
Making sure everything,
That made all
nothing's
the-
falling
Man,
over.
I want to say how cool it
If
is.
you need a
that
drink,
you-
I can run it up to the stage. You know what I mean? I can be
What a
that
cool
guy.
thing you provide for all the musicians out there. I mean, you're a musician
What?
yourself too, but like keeping it alive, like a place to play, a place to get the word out. And
I didn't even think this was gonna go. Your episode 78. 78. I got to 10, and I had my buddy Dale in Nashville. I had him on again because he was the very first guest. I had him on again on episode 10 because I thought nothing was gonna.
Yeah.
I thought it was done after that because things started opening up. That's the only reason I did it is because things were closed. And I went. I've done 2 bands in Finland. I've done 2 bands in the UK. I did shot choir in Canada, and I've done a techno group down in Rio.
I was gonna say I saw the Rio.
Yeah,
episode.
down in Brazil. So like it's gone a lot farther. I have stickers made. I have business cards. I have a link tree. I didn't even know what a link tree was.
That's how
I made
that's how
one.
the folks got here, right?
You would hope, yeah. And you know, I don't have a website, but you know, I don't really need one. I don't, that's just another thing I have to deal with because
Yeah.
Facebook because I started it on Facebook. Started the show on Facebook Live because it was easy.
Yeah.
And but Facebook's not covered for copyrights. So but it took them 6 months to realize that everything that I was doing was copywritten.
Yeah.
Everything. And
I
the,
did
the
Facebook
guy that I
Live.
had on that night, his stuff wasn't even out yet. So I mean, I was good. But I played a Clutch song at the end of the show, and that's what they got me for. 6
Yeah.
months after I started.
The,
So I went to YouTube. YouTube's it's easier to
Yeah.
work with anyway.
the summer of 20, last summer, I guess, a local food truck wanted me to play, and you know,
Food
it was
truck?
outside, food truck, yeah, it was outside.
Like with them as they're serving.
yeah,
That's cool.
And you know, plenty of distance stuff. And I said, well, you know, I wasn't sure, so I said we better check with the health department.
Yeah. Just
So
to make
it was
sure.
decided that they said he can't be there, but he can do a Facebook Live, and you can get it and project it. I said, he said,
Why couldn't he be there?
what's the difference? I said, well,
Yeah.
the difference is, one way I'm going to be there. I'm 3-dimensional. I'm got some. The other way, I'm very flat. But I wasn't allowed to go. So, but
That's
I did
crazy. You couldn't be like away from everybody and play.
That was.
I mean,
the
you would've
first-
been anyway, I'm
That's
sure,
the
right?
first show I've ever put on that I was the only person not allowed to be at my show.
That's crazy. That's
pretty wild.
well. I think what it is I mean, you know, it was kind of like when COVID first came out, and people just didn't know what to do. That's why everything pretty much just shut down because they didn't want anybody to go anywhere. 'Cause they didn't know what to tell
Yeah.
them safely to do. So they just and it's still kind of like that in situations. It's like.
Looks like it could be coming back for more.
Well, and I hate to get in the conversation. I don't like to do it on the show because you know it's a music show, and I don't. Yeah, right in front of the camera there, Rob.
Make
Yeah.
it like Mr.
That's
Rogers.
Rob, yeah.
Make it like Mr. Rogers. Hey, here comes our neighbor Karen.
And then throw your shoe like this. And,
If he starts playing again, you got
yeah, whatever.
Like that.
Yeah, yep. I'll see you. See you in about a half hour.
Yeah.
That's what he does. He comes
Thank
over
you,
here.
Rob.
He stops here. Just even if I'm not home, he has to keep my house. Worst decision I've ever made. He'll come over here just to use the bathroom because it's comfortable over
It's
here.
just convenient.
No, it's
He looks
comfortable.
like
It's comfortable.
If somebody's gonna break in, he looks like the kind of guy you want.
Did you use the
You know that
poopery last
key
night?
garage door in there?
Yeah.
I just like his shit.
Well, that's because if I don't, then I have to get up and answer the door, and it's just
It's like a
him.
pleasant experience over here. Shut up.
It is. It's very pleasant. You should try it before you leave.
It folks out there, you should try it. It is pleasant here. I've already.
Just don't get my address out.
I love it here. At
Yeah, anybody's welcome here.
674,
Huh?
Federalsburg Street.
In
In
Montgomery.
Huntington.
Montgomery.
Yeah, Montgomery.
We were talking about
Down there by
Montgomery.
the Moose Club.
So you, for a living, I know love to be playing music for a living. I mean, who wouldn't? But
Yeah.
for a living, tell the folks what you do because it's awesome.
I'm in my 26th year of being the Braxton County Middle School band teacher. It's the only job I've had since like being an adult. And
Is it like the concert band with the instruments and
oh
everything?
yeah, I
Good.
conduct and all that stuff. It's fun. And apparently, some ladies at work caught on to this. Apparently, when I get angry, I conduct. And I was griping about something one day, and the one lady was behind me, and she was conducting. Don't you conduct?
Like to mock you.
Yeah, and I deserved it too. I was being a horse's.
How long have you
rider.
been an educator?
26 years.
Wow. I think you just said that, didn't
Yeah,
you?
yeah, and
I
it's
wasn't
middle
paying
school,
attention.
26 years, and I taught high school. For
Middle
a while.
school is tough. It's
Well, I like to tell people my nervous system is like it's holds up really well over the years. I'm 50 now, and I'm not really experiencing many problems. But
it doesn't show.
I love it. This year's the best year. Like I've been able to
You
say
say
that
that
almost
every year.
almost every.
It's
year.
my best class this year.
Well, not
Doesn't
my best class.
every teacher says that.
Not my best class, but my personal best. Like I'm just loving it this year.
But then we'd have to get into your criteria for what's the best, so we won't do that because then they'll.
I've reached
people
an
learn about
age
it.
where like almost all the kids I had all their parents.
Oh no,
So
that's when you know you're getting old.
You do. When I
I
start,
had your grandmother.
when I start having
Now that-
grandkids,
yeah.
I'm out.
Yeah, that's
But it's cool,
Wow.
man. It's a great fun job. I get to hang around kids all day that are cool as could be. And
now. Is there an assistant director? Do you have an assistant?
No, I do it all.
There's no
And
assistant.
I do choir and all that stuff.
You don't have. Do you have the guys that have retired come in and
I did for a
And you
while.
have to tell
but
him to
he's-
leave?
No. The guy, my mentor teacher, his last 8 years of teaching was my first 8. So I got the student teach for. He was incredible. His name's Steve Jarrett. He's
now you
incredible.
grew up in band also, right?
Mhm.
And what was your main instrument? Mine was
Tuba.
trombone. Yours,
Oh yeah,
like the
brass
sousaphone.
band.
The
Yeah.
sousaphone.
Oh yeah, that's.
You had the big guy.
I didn't
Yeah.
have guitar where I went to
They're
college.
really not
so
as
I had
heavy
to
as
do
they
tuba.
look, right?
No, they're fiberglass.
Yeah,
They're like
they
30
look.
pounds.
Well, the ones in the Mountaineer Marching Band are the brass ones.
Yeah, they're 50 pounds.
They have to be, but still, you're wearing it. You are
Yeah.
50 pounds also. You
And
know,
I was
you're
like
with
a
it.
tiny dude when I started too. But I didn't really know much about it. I cashed it in on a music education. By the time I finished college,
Is that what you wanted to do when you went to college?
I didn't even know I was at a teacher's college. The band I was
Where'd you
in,
go to school?
Glenville.
That's right.
The
Yeah.
band I was in, we were going to go after I graduated. We were going to head to Athens, Georgia, and play music. And well, that band split up. And then oh man, what
And you're
am I
just
gonna
sitting
do?
there going,
And Harry Rich at Glenville State College, he came and recruited me, and thank God he did because that saved me. I would have probably wandered off, something.
was there a point though that when you were in school and things were getting tough, you're getting into the theory and that crap that you have to learn, and you're just like, I really don't want to do this. I want to go play and I want to start another band. And
I've done that my whole life.
And was he there or somebody else there saying, just get through this?
Yeah. My professors were great.
Yeah, get through this and you'll be good.
Yeah, and the thing is like I never felt like that about the music part of my college. I always loved that. I was like being there and stuff. But I'd get into the other like
The theory,
the boring subjects.
the theory,
like,
and
theory. I loved that's music.
Really?
Stuff. I loved it. But no, the like English and the math. They started using letters with their math and stuff. I'm like,
yeah,
well,
it's like algebra almost.
yeah,
Math
very
or
algebraic.
music algebra. Yeah. I was dating a girl and when I was at WU and she was in school to be a music educator, and so I had to, I'd be sitting in a room or whatever and she'd be working on that theory, with the program that the music goes across the screen and she has to like. I was like, well, I'm glad you're doing that, not me. She was frustrated all the time. It looked difficult, but I guess it's worth it. It pays off in the end because you can pretty much do anything with the music education degree.
Yeah, and I was lucky for the theory because I played keyboards and guitar. So if you play a chordal instrument,
what all instruments do you play? Let's go there.
Normally, the bow show that you're seeing tonight features guitar, bass drum, snare drum, keyboard, bass.
Now, can you sit and play a kit?
A little bit. I can impress some fifth graders.
I'll go get mine out. When we're done.
I'm pretty sure that if I tried to play like a whole gig, I'd be like, somebody come take these things. I can't play anymore.
But it takes a person because I bought a looper pedal once recently and I sent it back.
It's like practicing with.
I had a teacher on YouTube. He didn't know he was my teacher, but he was my teacher, and he was actually really good. He was showing me how to do it and stuff, and how to because you can't do it on the beat because it's not going to be on the beat,
Yeah.
So it's just another thing to learn. I just didn't give it time. I have a podcast to run. I didn't have that kind of time.
I've been doing it since '07.
It takes a good musician to learn that and to be able to do what you do. Because there's a lot of people that do it. It's like one man show, one man band thing. But there's people that do it. They don't do it very well, and there's people that do it excellent, like flawlessly, and it sounds like an entire band. Like if you're not looking at who's playing.
Well, and the thing is too, actually the loopers have made me a better musician because my timing was always my downfall.
Are there more than one on there?
What's that?
I'm looking at his pedal board. Is there more than one on the one looper, or you just have one looper?
No, it's just one looper, and then you can record. You record, like say I record a guitar line, and then I can overdub a bass, beatbox, my drums. I do horns sometimes. I do. I can turn this up here a little bit and show you.
It's interesting the way this. Yeah.
You can do like a horn section.
Let's see if I can pan the camera down here a little bit so they can see kind of what we're dealing with.
And I can do.
It's interesting how this stuff works.
There's one.
So there's a pedal board, and there's the looper.
And then there's another looper.
You want to do a quick like little lesson maybe?
Yeah, I can do that. Sure. Yeah, great, man. I'm out here. You know, I'm on vacation, but sure, I'll do my day job. No, I'm just kidding. All right, boys and girls.
Yeah.
And then you run it through there. I can turn it up here either
You're
way.
good. Yeah, I was just I monitored a little bit. Yeah, that's basically his pedal board. So those control just different sounds of your guitar or whatever you're doing.
Like here, I'll lay down the bass line. Like.
So then so now he's
Now let's
looping
play.
that, and he can play something else over it.
Then I can do guitar.
So now that's going.
Yeah.
And it's pretty much endless at that point. You can
Yep.
just.
And then what I like about the looper too is I've developed this saying: if I'm playing somewhere and drunk people get too close to me, I call
You
it.
play a lot of breweries, I noticed.
Yeah, I do. And my whole social media is brewing places and bands. But I developed this thing called the bow alarm. If people get too close to it, I go, "Boo!"
That's great. Did they back up at that point?
Nah, they usually don't even
They
notice.
probably just look at you like, "What was that noise?"
They're like, "Hey man, that's pretty crazy. I'm going to sing with it."
All right, my buddy Dantix just jumped in the chat room. He's on Instagram and
What's his name?
Dantix.
Dantix.
He does a
Dantix.
lot of promoting for everybody. I mean he'll
Nice.
promote and he's promoted my page a lot too. So
Hey, Danting.
How you doing, man?
Dantix, I'm doing
he,
good.
he said that's so cool. He was watching the you did the looping stuff.
Awesome.
But yeah, so it's pretty much you can get ones that you can do several overdubs. You know,
Yeah.
I think mine was limited to like 20 or something like that. I don't think I got past one when I had mine.
Well, what you run into is feedback, but
Yeah.
they make them that have like you can do loop A and loop B, and then I mean at that point I don't know. That's kind of just get a band.
I can shout out the shirt during this. This band Contranistas, they're from Bakersfield, California. It's just a guitar player and a drummer, and he does a lot of looping. Like he's got an entire big pedal board, and that's what I mean. He has like the setup where the bass is right there, and he gets the thing going, and it sits there.
That's what I have.
Yeah, and I think
I've got one on this guitar too. There's 24 instruments on this guitar. I think like the sitar sounds really good.
That's Almost it sounds like a harpsichord a little bit.
And the 12 string is pretty amazing on this.
Now can you do a loop or not use a guitar? Like can you use any kind of instrument?
Yeah, I do keyboard. I like the bass on that one. Beatbox, I do that a lot. I get that.
Do you do just beatboxing for a song? Where you start
Oh.
like a beat and then you rhyme over top of it?
I do one where I actually do percussion.
Yeah.
Normally, and but I do a little bit of a bass line to it, but it's basically just percussion, a bass, and me.
Do you have a good example song where you're kind of incorporating like percussion and your bass line and do you have anything
yeah.
like that you want to perform?
Yeah, just I can do something real quick.
Well, I mean, if you want to do another song for them to listen to.
Oh, okay, there we go.
You want to do that? Anything you want to do?
I will do.
My mom says he is good. Yes, he is. That's why I had him on the show.
Did you already hit the thing on the board or whatever he said that?
I don't know. I don't know how he said. Yeah, you're good.
All right, I'm going to do this tune. It's on the new album. It's an autobiographical tune.
When is your album come out?
People are like, when's it coming out and how much is it? And I go, 2022.
And that's how much it is.
Yeah, I mean, the album started materializing in 2017, and it's pretty much done. But I've got to get it sent out to distributors and stuff. So,
You're good to go.
waiting on getting a little bit of dough for that. Now I have cheated today. Maybe it wasn't that one. Okay. I have to think about how I'm going to do the beat because I normally have my drums, but I can do it.
I got drums. Hand drums. You want my hand drum?
Yeah, what the heck? I'll try it. Give it a try.
Get it, son. Whoa. You're on a leash there.
I'm like an astronaut to my tether. Man, this djembe's heavy.
It is. It's very.
I've been,
The thing is,
when COVID first hit, man, I couldn't find it. I couldn't get a head for my, like,
Yeah, it took me a while to get that one. Actually, that's the old one is right behind you on the wall. It's definitely due.
Plug in my headphones. Forgot about that. It's the Bo Show. I know, I feel like I'm Dr. the Mad Scientist on Back to the Future or something. We'll get the sound plugged in right away. Okay. There we go. All right. Appalachian Hurricane is here to say I'm grateful to be pumping through your speakers today. I've been refilled, revised, and retooled. I'm not a human being fooled. Now you might think I'm crazy, you might think I'm sane. It doesn't matter once I'm up in your brain. Bionic, chronic, my sound is supersonic. At the Bo Show or even Neotronic. Welcome to the Bo Show. Now loosen up your mind. I'm the Appalachian Hurricane, the only one you'll find. Appalachian Hurricane. Yeah, Appalachian Hurricane. Wholly organic, free range groove. My art does not hang in the louvre. Macmillian, chameleon, be B-side Bo. I'm the Wizard of Art with a funky fresh flow. Now you listen to that. You listen to this. Listen to me, that's my only wish. I got music that rocks, music that rolls, music that hits you deep down in your soul. So welcome to the Bo Show. Now loosen up your mind. I'm the Appalachian Hurricane, the only one you'll find. Appalachian Hurricane. Yeah, Appalachian Hurricane. Up. Don't let them dim. Legalization means everybody wins. Watch the tie-dye as it spins. Far out blissful hippie grin. Put your lighters up. Don't let them dim. Legalization means everybody wins. Watch the tie-dye as it spins. Far out blissful hippie grin. Welcome to the Bo Show. Now loosen up your mind. I'm the Appalachian Hurricane, the only one you'll find. Appalachian Hurricane. Appalachian Hurricane.
That's from what I heard from it from when Rob was stepped away for a minute and I had the headphones on. From what I heard, I just heard the beginnings.
That's
But
impressive.
Oh, thank you.
I'll listen to it later. You know when I can. But I'm the only one. I'm the only one without headphones.
People
I could have got them, but I had to go in front of the camera to get them.
People always give me nicknames, so those are all like the second verse is that's all. If you're in a band,
Where did the
nowadays,
Appalachian Hurricane come from? That's what
I made it up because I'm a blues fanatic first
Okay.
and foremost. And you have all these old guys. I made it up back in the '90s. You have all these guys like the Delta Hurricane and the Texas Twister, and I always have to make. I can't take anything serious.
You didn't like Texas Twister?
Well, I was already taken, and I'm not from Texas.
How about Titty
and
Twister?
I didn't even know her, so I couldn't twist her.
Oh, that's
But,
true. Yeah.
But the
And that makes makes more sense.
I always had to put a comic tint on things, so I said, "What can I be?" The Appalachian Hurricane. And I told my buddy we played the last show that U92 put on at Nibini back then.
Oh yeah,
They
I've
used to
done
do-
that show
They
too.
used to do the
when
Monday
Spruce
Night
Street.
Live radio
Mhm.
stuff. We played the last one, and that was the night I started. I said, "Hey, introduce me as Appalachian Hurricane." And it stuck. But like some people, they'll be like, "Hey, what's up, show?" Because of Bo Show. Or,
Yeah.
but in there,
What can I call you?
I don't know. One guy.
I'll come up with something.
I went to college with a guy. He called me Bo Syphilis.
Well, that's a college. See, we're not in college.
Yeah,
we're
sure.
old now, so
Yeah.
geriatric Bo. I don't know. No,
Well, and then
that's mean, Rob.
But like nowadays,
Come on,
if you're in
man.
a band, you gotta name it. You gotta. Oh, well, we're so original. We invented our own genre. And
I hate when people say that.
I do
No, you
too.
didn't because
so
no.
to make fun of them and to make fun of like some people, I call my music wholly organic, free range groove. And
it
then,
covers everything.
And then sometimes
You can't-
I
yeah.
add to it some more like popular terms of the day, like I'll say featuring crisp, handcrafted heady jams for the thinking man.
Covers all the bases. Yeah, no, they can't say anything.
Everywhere you go to get
No question. Number of questions, Your Honor.
That was a
Right?
good mix though. I mean, you had
Okay.
jazz and
I want to
yeah,
I want to talk a little bit about your touring, because you've been up and down the East Coast. What'd you say, from Florida to Maine in your
Yeah,
your bio that you
yeah,
sent me?
I played with a group called Shane Mead and the Sound. And
Oh, that wasn't just your one man.
no,
thing.
but I got to
Okay.
do a lot of my shows in that, so, and I mean it's the
And,
market.
then, and you've been like the Caribbean. Did I read? So where all
Yeah, we
have you
toured
been?
that.
How far have you been? How about that? How about
That's about it. I mean,
like,
that's
what's the
great
most
that-
distance from here?
I would say Bangor, Maine, or St. John.
Yeah,
like
Maine.
Virgin
Would,
Islands.
yeah, was it? It wasn't cold when you went though, right?
No, it was summertime.
Or is it cold all the time in Maine?
It's wonderful, man.
Yeah.
And
It's like Canada. It's cold all the time.
their rest areas are super.
The rest areas.
Yeah, I mean they got Starbucks and bookstores in their rest areas and stuff.
So it's like a travel stop. Like we have, like what the Tamarack thing.
yeah, we have like Burger King.
We have one.
It's a higher class.
We have one.
Well, we have Burger King and like the pizza place or something.
Yeah, the Geno's or whatever. Yeah,
But,
they have Starbucks and
Well, the
fine dining.
Maine's neat because like everything's on the coastal side, and then the rest of it's woods. But parts of it look like Canaan here.
So anything that matters is on the coast,
Pretty much seems like.
or anything to see. Yeah.
And then, but like we got done sound checking, and we did an afternoon show and a night show, and we got done sound checking, and this lady, we thought she was our hostess or something, but she comes up, she goes, "Welcome to Maine. I'm Debbie," and she was just a lady that happened to be there.
Was
you
she
know?
the only one in Maine named Debbie?
that
That could be it.
at that moment? she
I'm
was.
I'm the Debbie.
The dumbest
Did she say I'm the Debbie or I am Debbie?
No, she just said, "I'm Debbie."
Oh. Because if she would have said I am the Debbie, that means that there's no other Debbies in Maine.
Well,
That's what I would have gotten from it.
Is that really?
That's the impression I get.
we played in Kennebunk too. That was a neat town.
Who?
Kennebunk.
God bless you. God bless you.
What? But
Kennebunk?
Kennebunk, that's like where all the like the
Kennebunk.
rich people hang out. And all
I want to move to Kennebunk just to be able to say that. Where are you from? Kennebunk?
It's
Well,
nice.
not from, but yeah.
But the weird thing in
It's
Maine,
nice?
you
Like,
don't- yeah, it's
Is it like a ski resort town or something?
no, it's like a seaport town, like a lobster town.
Lobster.
Like,
Lobster. Got
the
it.
owners of this country, that's their like getaway.
The owners of the
like,
country?
like your Kennedys and your
Oh yeah, the Rockefellers.
yeah,
Rothschild.
The
the
Rockefellers.
McMillions,
The Obamas.
you know.
McMillions.
The Obamas. The Clintons.
No.
Oh, we're not just naming presidents. We're naming the owners. Okay.
But they got a law in Maine that you can't have your drink on stage when you're on stage. And,
What?
yeah,
Did you break it every
nobody
time?
Told, we were fine, but nobody told Axl
Were you-
Rose that, and he.
What?
Axl Rose did a show up there like right before we got there.
Were you with him?
No, no. And he refused. He wouldn't perform because he couldn't have his drink on stage.
Well, I wouldn't either.
I'm
My
like-
goodness, you can't tell me what to do. It's a free country. I
I'm
don't
like,
care
"Man,
what state
we
you're
don't, we
in.
don't have to have our drinks. We're okay. You know.
But you were allowed.
No, we weren't, but we snuck
Did
them.
Debbie tell you couldn't?
You just put them in.
Is that why she introduced herself to you? Because you had your drinks on stage?
No, she introduced
Hi, my name's
herself
Debbie, and you can't have your drinks up here. Goodbye.
Well, actually, she said, "I'm the only Debbie, and I'm the one that made the decision."
The Debbie.
Yeah.
She's the governor. The governor.
Governess.
Well, whatever it is.
Bangor, Maine, hometown of Stephen King, by the way.
He's not an English teacher, he's a music teacher.
You hear?
No.
I'm good at English, though.
Stephen
I am
King.
too.
Speaking of English, yeah, Stephen
I-
King's from Bangor.
I was a journalism major.
A what?
Journalism?
Oh, are you really?
Yeah, and I didn't do very good at it, so I quit.
Why?
They told me I wasn't very good. No, I'm kidding. No, I just
said, "Stop
I
asking too many
I
questions."
discovered DJing and I did that for 10 years instead of just going to school and making something out of myself. My
Yeah.
parents were highly disappointed in me. But no, that's why I started the podcast, because I have that background.
Hey, Rob, did you hear the mash effect on this? Okay, I wonder. I thought I want.
Does it sound
I wanted to
like-
make sure I asked you.
Does it sound mashing? Not smashing,
No,
but
dude, I'm telling you, it was
I bet you can
smooth.
hear it. You probably hear it through here.
yeah, let the folks did hear it. I'm the only one that didn't hear it. Ooh, it's like a spaceship.
And different settings make.
Or
different
something that
sounds.
Les Claypool would do.
Yeah, that's right.
That's yeah.
He capable.
Sean Morrison, it says, "How are you doing, Bo? Missing having you as a teacher."
Who's that?
Sean Morrison.
Oh, hey, Sean. Good to see you.
Hi, Sean. We can't see you. Well, you can't say good to
Right
see
there
you.
he is. I see
No,
him.
that's me.
But he's right there in the back.
No, that's Rob.
No, I'm back behind that symbol there. If you look.
Oh, you're seeing things that I'm not seeing, and that's. I think
Yeah, we
we're
put
about
on
done with
beverage.
Bo. I think Bo's had a little bit too much.
Yeah, I
No.
don't drink anymore.
Me neither. My mom. My mom's not. She doesn't text in the chat. She texts me. She's not highly disappointed in me. She says. So she's
just extremely disappointed.
She's just extreme. Yeah. Not highly disappointed. Extremely disappointed. I get it. Okay. Well, she still gets me Christmas presents and says she's Santa Claus, but I don't believe it. I don't think. You believe in Santa Claus? Did you believe when you were younger?
Well, might be kids listening, so
There's not kids listening. Trust me. Trust me.
Yes, I believed until I was in 6th grade. My friends told me
on the bus. That's how I got found out on the bus.
I was 12.
Did you punch him in the face when they told you?
Oh, I was mad at
Listen,
him.
I know Santa Claus.
It's not real. And I went home and I asked my mom and dad, and they were like, "Yeah, I'm afraid it is." And I was like, "You guys lied to me my whole life."
Yeah, but it's okay.
Yeah.
But you can't lie to your parents, but they can lie to you about the Easter Bunny, about everything.
No. And then you turn 18 and you're like, you lied to me.
Then you want to do it to your kids, and then you're the liar. You know.
Yeah.
You have girls.
2 daughters. Yep.
No boys.
Nope. Thank God.
How you handling things?
Oh,
is that why you're gray?
No, I'm good now. I mean, my girls are beautiful, but I raised them to be strong, independent young ladies. And my oldest daughter's married. She's been married. I had dinner at her house last night for Christmas. And then my younger daughter, she just graduated high school half a year early, and she's already in a nursing program. And
my goodness.
She got out of Braxton County. You know, and
any of them follow the music stuff?
Oh yeah, they're both good musicians, but like Maggie, the older one.
Do they want to be on a podcast?
No. They're,
what? What do you know? How do you know?
To them, it came about so easily that they were able to just kind of like, they played in band for me, and then they got to high school and they didn't play anymore. But,
they just did it because of Dad.
Yeah, but
and now they're done.
I didn't realize my oldest daughter's. People told me she's an incredible clarinet player. I haven't heard her play since.
My sister's an incredible clarinet player.
It's crazy.
She will laugh her ass off if she hears that.
I use the
right, Mom?
I use the clarinet as a disciplinary tool.
It's a beater.
If they get too loud, I go act like I'm going to play it, and they'll stop.
It sounds like
they
a
don't
goose.
They don't want me to play it.
Yep.
Like,
yeah, my sister would always practice. You know, in high school, she'd be practicing like in the basement. We'd put her in the basement. I didn't put her in the basement, but I assume my parents put her in the basement because she would do the squeaking. She was practicing not
Sean
squeaking.
Morrison used to squeak on the trumpet a lot.
How do you squeak on a trumpet? I never squeaked on a trumpet.
Sean Morrison
he figured it out.
Yeah.
He's probably making $1 million bucks right now.
He's a good
He's the dollar sign.
Yeah.
Sean McDollar sign.
McMorrison.
Yeah, McMorrison. Yeah. He said, "Good seeing you too." Someday I'll figure out this technology to where, people can chat, but they can talk and see.
Yeah.
But that's a whole other podcast, and I don't have that kind of time.
Have good control over that too.
I don't want to change it. It's going good. I don't need, if it's not broke.
Yeah, I like it. I like your show. It's fun to watch.
Thanks. You like being on it? You're on it right now. You know that, right?
Oh, yeah.
You're aware of that, right?
When did this happen?
You know that we're not just jamming. I can't even hear what you're doing. Well, I'm just sitting here critiquing you.
I've gotten into a lot of bands here lately by watching your show.
Have you?
There's a lot of great music. And I mean, a lot of it's not my style.
A lot of it's metal. I'm trying to. That's what I was going to try to do towards the end of the year. Is just. I love metal music. That's what I listen to. But I have to kind of. I got to bring back. Shane Masters was country, but that was very early in the show. So I have to get back to that.
You had like a fun electronica thing or something.
The Lucky Jesus from Rio. Well, all that stuff. Yeah, that's just what I do on the Moog and stuff. That's
cool.
mine. Yeah, I do that stuff. But yeah, I wanted to get back to mainly West Virginians. So this week is you, of course, tonight, and Intoxicated Zen from Morgantown. They're all buddies. They grew up together and they decided to start a band. They're all funk fans.
Yeah.
So all their stuff is funk and it's so good.
They're like college age, right?
They are, yeah. We'll find out more about them on Wednesday.
They sound great, man. Check them out.
Yeah, they are really good. I actually saw them a couple weekends ago up in Morgantown at the art party. It was a really good show. And then
I know a solo artist that would be a great opening act for somebody.
Who's
like
that?
The Bo Show.
I thought that's one guy though, right?
Mm-hmm.
Solo, okay, like an opener.
Well, it's actually not. I mean, the reason I play all these instruments is one of my personalities gets one of the instruments.
Well, I'm going to do an Acute Mini Live Festival. I don't know about this summer because I have somewhere, but I don't know. But you're invited.
Sweet, yeah.
And your entire foot band.
I always
your
feet
band. Your feet are.
I've taken to call myself.
You have played a lot of festivals.
Well, I've taken to call myself the festival Iron Man because normally I kick it off with the Bo Show and then I play. This band will need me to play keyboards, and then this band will need a bass player, and this band.
Put up a sign that says "Not for Hire."
No, I am for hire.
Oh.
I love it. I'd much rather be on stage and doing music than having to socialize. So the socializing part's like kind of eerie to me.
Sean says, "Don't forget about me. Laugh out loud. I played in your band for 2 years."
Yeah, you did.
Okay. All right. Yeah, that's what. I was reading another one. Yeah, that's what he says. He was in your band. What did he play? Trumpet.
He played trumpet.
Squealing trumpet.
Yeah. No, he was good. He did good. I think he was in.
I think I want to have Sean on the show like a segment to say, hear the squealing trumpet. Even if, is he around here? Does he live around here?
No, he's Braxton County.
Well, that's around here.
Yeah, but the fences are pretty high. I don't know if he can jump out and jump over.
Well, I'll let you guys argue over fence height. He says I still love the trumpet like you taught me. Trumpet is one of the loudest instruments I still remember. Does he not remember any other instruments? There are louder ones.
I'd say he doesn't remember anything else about middle school.
Oh
Just
yeah.
the trumpet,
I keep thinking high school. Have you ever? You want to go to high school? Like
I've been
teach
there?
there?
I did it. Yeah, I taught high school choir for 7 years, and
choir. Oh, how do you? What do you do with the kids that don't? They just can't find the key.
I teach them how to Barney Fife it.
Yep.
Now, and they don't take any because you're the teacher.
As long as they're.
If you tell them, it's fine.
If they found a cool place to hang out, I don't care if the kids know music or not.
But that's got to be like as a musician, it's got come on,
I
man.
I teach them how to mask it over.
We had a guy in high school and in college actually that could not step to the beat in marching band, and that's what you do in you step to the beat. You have to be on the beat. Plus, you want to be anyway because that's your tempo.
Right.
But this poor kid, he couldn't do it, and it was frustrating. But by the end of band camp, that 2 weeks we did in high school,
I always get it. Seems like.
He got it.
Yep.
And he screwed up a couple times during the season, but I didn't teach it. I wasn't one of the upperclassmen that taught him, but I think actually my sister was, and they got him, and he was on point. My goodness.
Teach pitch too.
Yeah,
You know,
Yeah, you can. Well, it takes time.
For most, generally, you can.
It's hard to find it though as a singer.
Thing that I have always found hard with band and choir is you get them through a line of music that they learned, and then come back tomorrow and
they forgot.
And they it's like we never went over it. Like it's so hard to teach them to remember it.
Yeah.
You know, so that's where I don't know. I just.
You know what I have trouble with, and it might just be age, but when I was in the marching band, especially WVU, we learned a new song every week.
Yeah.
And new steps every our show was completely different.
Our high school used to be like that.
For halftime every week. So I could memorize that music and where I was supposed to go and everything in less than a week because that was what our time was.
Yep.
I write songs now and I have to have the lyrics in front of me or I forget them. And I don't know if that's age or maybe I don't practice as much as I did.
I was gonna say
that,
it's age and crutch to a certain degree, I think. But,
and I have a podcast to run, so.
And but who can forget?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I remember what I play for the most part, but it's the lyrics that I don't remember, and I write them.
I do too, and I do have trouble remembering lyrics.
Let's see, what time is it here? Let's because I do want to play Intoxicated Zen, a little bit of sort of one of their songs. Diablo is it Diablo. I do want to play with that for the outro of the show, but we got a little bit of time. If you want to do a little jam session, not a jam session, but whatever you want to do, whatever you want to play, and then we'll talk a little bit longer, and then play some Zen.
Okay.
And then the trio of us are going to collectively jam offline.
All right. Did you guys have an extra channel?
There are 2 extra ones up there now.
Can I plug this in real quick?
Sure.
Because I need.
Well, you can play it slowly, but yes.
Oh, here you go. And I'll go ahead and get the song started while it goes. And I'll probably have to adjust the volume once it's not going to be music. It's spoken word. I got a tangled cord here. Let me
It's like a poetry slam.
It's actually Bill Hicks, the comedian. He's my favorite comedian.
Oh yeah.
But I made him sound different.
Okay. Does he know this?
No, he's dead.
Yeah. Well, he probably knows then. But
Yeah, that's true. He
Oh,
probably
okay.
does know. And I got Dr. Timothy Leary on there too, but anyway, that's a whole different story. Okay. Let's see. Okay. When last I slept, days I've lost, and nights I've kept.
Find your own divinity. Detach yourself from social and material struggle. Find your own divinity. Detach.
You have sung, and you have wept. I walked in, behind me you crept.
lot of ways to look at the world. Why pick the way you learn over TV? Because it's usually wrong. You ever see a lot of ways to look at the world. Why pick the way you learn over TV? Because it's usually wrong. You ever see a good drug story on the news? Never. News is supposed to be objective, isn't it? It's supposed to be the news. But every drug story is negative. Every drug is negative. Drugs are negative. back and chill his eyes on that. Let's hear the whole story. Thought he could fly. Jumped out. How about a positive LSD story? That would be worthy. Don't you think? Plus, hear a positive LSD story. Today, a young man on acid realized that all matter is merely energy condensed to a slow vibration. That we are all one consciousness experiencing itself subjectively.
There is no such thing as death. Life is only a dream, and we are the imagination of our now.
Sleeping in the Ground Museum. But when the train came back, Ramona couldn't see him. She was on a rocket ride with a cross-tie nature walker. He was a big daddy and her favorite stalker. He said, "May I have your love?" right to her face. As she was leaving town with some Japanese cowboys in space. Last I slept, days I've lost, and nights I've kept. That was kind of a weird one because I'm totally making that up as I went. I've never.
I heard the background of it.
Okay.
So I will, like I said,
Sorry,
I gotta listen to it.
I didn't realize I wouldn't hear the speaking loop in there, but anyway, it might be a little edgy for your broadcast.
There-
It wasn't advocating.
There's nothing off limits as long
Okay. I
as
didn't
long as
think
it's
there was.
music. There's nothing. The only thing that's off limits is religion,
Yeah, that's
politics, and the vaccine.
Well,
Even though we kind of delve a little bit in the
I
vaccine.
have one thing on there I took from Dr. Timothy Leary, and he goes, "If I could find this country of ours free from interruption, free from being interrupted by religion or politics," I'm like, man, that.
Then it
so
wouldn't
good.
be. It wouldn't be a country.
And it's I nicked his vocals from a rarely known record, and it was before his famous record, and it's Nixon heard that and dubbed him the most dangerous man in America.
I enjoy things like that though, like especially like older stuff, and it's good to like Rob does it quite a bit. He does more. Sometimes he'll just do something like because it's funny, like a movie line or something. But he does a lot of things like that, spoken word, and puts it into his music.
It makes it
you know,
epic. Like,
if you
it
don't know
makes
what to
it real.
say, somebody else knows what to say. And usually from a long time ago, they knew about what was going to happen before we.
Just like Anton LaVey and
Yeah, that's a good one.
We actually did
there's one that's following.
we did an electronic track. What was it? What did I name the song? I can't remember the one with Dahmer in it. Or no, it wasn't Dahmer. It was David Koresh when he did his preaching.
Who was a wannabe rock star, by the way. So.
Yeah.
Yes, but it was I can't remember what. It's on SoundCloud. It's on the Cute Mania
Okay.
SoundCloud page, but.
Yeah, started dabbling in it, 'cause
But it was all his just when he was preaching to and they were saying things back to him like because he was the prophet or whatever. But we incorporated that into there because it was just electronic stuff, but it was weird. We were doing some weird things, but it
In
was really
college,
good.
I did a tune, and the bridge section has Janis Joplin tripping out like crazy at Woodstock, and she's like, "If you got a cat, man, you gotta take that cat. You gotta love that cat, man." Like it's
you have to have a cat first.
It's perfect in there. And this album with the Bill Hicks stuff and the it probably wasn't like that on what we just played, but I timed it to go with the stuff in the music. Like the one thing that I used, and see, I have different loops for different events because I played that like that once, and
Different strokes for different folks.
Like,
kind of.
this kid was on LSD. And a few minutes later, the cops drove through. And I was like, okay. And then I went to play it down at this farmer's market I played
You
every
play the Cops
Saturday.
theme?
And there was little kids there, and I'm like, I better not play this like pro LSD thing. So I found a guy doing a TED talk on farmers markets.
Yeah.
And I have that. So I put
That's
the different
hilarious.
things from different like events I might play.
Well, since we're wrapping up a little bit, what do you have coming up? I know you're still doing. You're waiting for. I know you're on the edge of your seat waiting for school to start back up. Just like all the kids.
I woke up
right?
this morning so sad. I could barely get out of bed at noon.
Yeah. So what do you have coming up musically, like for the Bo Show? I know you got an
Not
album
much.
coming
I
out
mean,
soon.
I'm wrapping up that album that I've been working on forever, and I started it before everybody's got their COVID.
You can't
album. I
rush
started that before
perfection.
COVID. That's
You can't
right.
rush perfection.
But I don't have a whole lot of gigs lined up right now. I mean, I spent my life doing 90 to 120 shows plus raising my daughters.
You always have a gig here if you ever want to come over
Okay.
and jam out, or just come over and just.
Guys, I'd come
I can't
down to my
guarantee
place, too.
an audience. I mean, I don't have a lot of friends other than Rob, but my parents they'll probably come over and watch you.
I'm playing at the 29th of January. I'm playing at Mondays in Morgantown. That's
I've never been in there.
That's a
I
good
saw
place,
that.
man.
Yeah, I'll come up and watch
Gene's Beer
that.
Garden is a great place to play in Morgantown.
I will
too.
come up and watch.
And no offense to any college kids that are listening, but
No, they
there's
don't.
not very many college kids that go to either of those places. So it's pretty chill.
So it's a local hangout,
Yeah, kind of like
a
neighborhood.
local, but not college locals.
Yeah, like maybe some grad students, but they're cool crowds. They're very nice, open crowds. And then toward March 22nd, I'm playing at Weathered Ground Brewing down in.
That's what
Cool Ridge,
I looked
West
that one
Virginia.
up, and I've never heard
I
that
even
one.
have there's somewhere on this looper. I've started doing little commercials for each venue I play in. The Weathered Ground one, it's kind of a funky tune that says, "Tonight when the sun goes down."
Do you want to play a little bit of it?
Yeah,
I'm
I got
gonna
one
change
here.
the marquee. I'm gonna go ahead and do it while you're playing, and then we'll still play Intoxicated Zen at the end. But
Well,
I'll go ahead and
play-
change the marquee over to Intoxicated Zen, and if you want to do that,
Well,
a little bit of
it's
just an
already-
excerpt.
It's hard. It's just looped. But
Okay.
you want? Do I have time to do another song?
Sure. We have 10 minutes.
Oh, okay. Let me do. I want to do the title track off this album. This song's called "Drift," and it.
You sent me that one. That was.
I woke up one day in 2017 with that word seared across my frontal lobe.
Yeah,
I never
I
thought
wanted to
of
talk
it.
more about that, but maybe when the album comes out, you come back.
Come back. Oh yeah,
come back
definitely.
and play a few.
Bring
play a few
some
songs.
bring some complimentary copies for you and your staff.
And some stickers. You can be up on the. You make up with the rest of them.
Oh yeah, I got that thing's covered there.
You need to bring two.
I do.
I'm a
I always
sticker
mess
guy.
up one of them. But yeah. Go ahead and play that. I'm gonna change the marquee to the Zen stuff, and then
It's
we'll
a
play the Zen.
deeply personal song. It took me a month to sing the lyrics because I kept crying like a baby. But I think it's a good song. I don't think it's like a sad, oh my God. It's not like that, but it was when I tried to sing it, maybe because of my singing. But all right, here we go. Oh.
Shooting the marquee in the right there.
Feels just like a graveyard shift. Daylight savings, we tore open a rift. Floating unmoored all at sea and off course up a stream with no oars. I have been cast adrift. Basement bargain, I got stiffed. Daylight savings, complimentary gift. Floating unmoored all at sea and off course up a stream with no oars. I have been cast adrift. Stuck in neutral, need to shift. Disengaging from the clutches and grift. Floating unmoored on the sea and course of a stream with no oars. I have been cast adrift. Broke down and I need a lift. I'm no mechanic, these repairs are makeshift. Floating unmoored on the sea and off course of a stream with no oars. I have been cast adrift.
Back up. You got it? Cool. Awesome. You hear it raining outside? It's
Is that what that is?
It could be snowing, I guess.
Yeah.
Could be.
Is it? It's not raining men though. I hope.
Huh?
It's not raining men though. I
Well,
hope.
I mean, depends on if you want it to
I
be.
can take a few cats and dogs, but oh my gosh, look,
You can't see anything out there
no,
because
the blinds are
the
closed.
blinds are closed. So.
I was doing an acting job
Yeah.
there.
Oh. Well, I mean, there's. I don't know.
You said if I make things a little fancier, I'd get paid a little bit more.
Well, I don't.
You double my
Did
pay.
Rob say he would pay you? Because I did. I don't. I can get paid this week. It's Christmas, remember?
Hey, I got paid. I got to talk to Sean Morrison.
You did, yeah.
I don't even remember who that is. I'm just kidding. I know. I know Sean's whole family.
Good thing his name's on there, right?
I know his whole
If you
family.
would see him at Walmart, you'd be like, "Hey, man,
Yeah.
how you doing?" I love that. So you see people in Walmart that you know that you went to school with, and you do everything to avoid them, and then all of a sudden you turn the aisle, there they are. Hey!
For 26 years, I've had every kid that went through the school system in my class, and I'll see. I'm like, that's why they write the happy birthday song like that. Happy birthday to you.
Exactly. Yeah, because we don't remember. Yeah, even their family
My
members.
mom busted me one time. She's like, "So how's she doing?" I said, "Oh, she's doing great." I had no idea who her kid was. She goes, "You don't have any idea who my daughter is?" I said, "Nope."
Nope.
And she goes, "Well, how do you know she's doing great?" I said, "She plays clarinet." She goes, "Yeah." I said, "All the clarinets are doing great. She's doing great."
Because usually the females play clarinet or the flautist.
Yeah.
I started off, I played clarinet.
Yeah, I bet you did. You look like somebody that would.
Did you end up playing sax?
Jonk like a goose.
I ended up dropping out because I wanted to play guitar.
Because he thought he was a thrasher and he really.
Well, I was gonna say a lot of band directors start their sax players out as clarinets.
He starts as a lot of things and he puts them down. I don't know. I'm like his dad when it comes to music. Both. Thank you so much for being on the show. It's been
man,
a lot.
thanks
You're
for
welcome.
having me. That's
Come back
awesome.
when the album is ready
I will.
and perfected,
Yep.
if ever. I know how that.
It-
Rob's like that too.
It's like a child, man. You got,
It's got
eventually you got to let
to
it
be
go.
perfect, and it's got to be.
I will spend.
It's got to be perfect, and it's got to be lighter than light.
See, that's perfect. I would buy
need a
tickets to that.
hero, holding on to the hero.
That's what the crowd likes. It's raining crazy.
Holy crap,
Raining
man.
men outside.
I knew I should have parked in the garage.
yeah. Thanks, Rob.
Son of a.
I
You
could
can thank
have.
Rob
I
for
just
that.
I chickened out. I was afraid I.
Not tomorrow. Wednesday. I get one night off this week. Wednesday. Are you coming up for that?
I might do that, man.
You need to.
It'd
Damn
be
it.
fun.
They don't need an opener.
Right. I just
They
wanted
might.
to check them out.
They
man.
might.
They
Come up and
they
be
got a sax
come up
player.
and be the crowd. You might need to wear headphones because it'll be like me listening
The
to
guy
you.
plays alto, I think, doesn't he? Sax.
They do have the guy from oh, I can't think of it right now. He's in a different band,
Yeah.
the Tom Batchelor band.
Oh yeah.
That guy,
I'm friends with
he
Tom
plays.
Batchelor. I love Tom
Yeah, he
Batchelor.
plays saxophone in Tom Batchelor band, and he played with him at the show I saw a couple weekends
Tom
ago.
Batchelor is the most benevolent musician.
I would love to
I've
have
ever
him on the
met.
show, Tom
He's-
Batchelor. If you're listening, I doubt he is, but
I was in a funk band and we opened up for him in Charleston,
That'd be
and
epic.
he goes, hey, do you want to just play through my amp? I said, sure. And he goes, well, check out my pedals. I said,
wanna play through
are
those?
Great, yeah. And he goes, check out this telly. I said, so I just played his whole rig, and I mean,
he told you
he's,
to.
he's so nice like that, man.
He is. He's a very nice guy. I've only met him one time in person up in Frostburg, Maryland. I was visiting a friend of mine, and then we're at this bar, and then all of a sudden I was like, "Who's the band tonight?" Tom Batchelor. I was like, "They're from Morgantown." That's like where I came because I was living up there at the time. I was like, "Well, that's where I just came from." Anyway, so I met all of them there. This was probably about
Always
10 years
a good
ago.
time, man. Whatever
10 years ago.
group he's with, it's a-
Fantastic
Him and
music
Fiddle
too.
Mike are cool. They were playing at my buddy's place in Elkins, and up during COVID, and I went up to get some food, and he's like, Tom says, "Hey, you want to stick around and play some bass later?" I was like, "Heck yeah, man!"
Yeah.
And the one song I played, I got home and I thought I was done recording. At 3 a.m, thinking about Tom Batchelor, that song came about. It started out as a reggae type song,
Yeah.
and thinking about Rasta Rafiki or whatever. But man,
Yeah.
he's something else.
He is. He's a legend.
He is.
He's
man.
a local legend.
Rightfully so. His wife's awesome too.
Well,
You're a
that's
t-shirt lady.
another podcast.
The wives of musicians.
Hey, that could be. We'll do that. We'll do it on the side.
We will talk about the wives of musicians here live on
YouTube.
Acute Mania Live.
No. We'll have to call it something different. It can't be.
Suck it.
We'll call it.
Yes, it could be called "Suck It."
On bipolar Live, because no woman they don't
Well,
ever believe
only
that they
females
have
can
that.
call in on the show. Only females.
There you go. That's true.
I don't know. We got ideas. But yeah, the Zen. We have the Zen. That's what I'm gonna start calling them. That's their nickname collectively. The Zen.
And it's intoxicated Zen.
Yes, it's right. It's right here.
Oh,
I changed. You're no longer part of the marquee.
Feet's gonna be with them.
No, that's feet. Period. Period's tag along with feet for this show. Musicians are just funny. I don't know. But thanks for coming on. It's
man, I
been
thank
fun.
you a bunch.
It's been
I
fun.
thank you a bunch.
I
That's
wish I
super
would have been able to go to your place. You would have been more comfortable playing with all your gear and stuff. But
That's fine.
you need to get faster internet.
Yeah. Yes. Oh, it's not.
Call the governor. Tell him.
Frontiers.
Well, call the governor. I'm sure they have something to do with
Oh
it.
yeah, he loves us teachers.
Once again, another podcast, right?
But we love old coach.
But
Yeah,
I'm gonna play this song by Intoxicated Zen. It's called Diablo.
Yes.
And I was chatting with him while you were playing because I couldn't really hear much of
Yeah.
the headphones thing. But I said, is Diablo about a joint? Because it's hanging with Diablo, it's kind of reggae-ish. It's funky. It's not about a joint. It's totally wrong. It's about vices in general. He says, I was like, oh, okay. And then he said,
Some of them are.
he says, a joint ain't Diablo. Joints are good. So that's what they said on chat. Anyway, they'll all be here. The whole Intoxicated Zen, the entire Zen will be here on Wednesday. Come and hang out with us. Maybe see Bo. Maybe Bo will co-host with me. That'd be badass.
that'd be awesome,
You
man.
should do that.
That'd
yeah.
be awesome.
Maybe we'll do that.
I'd love to do that.
It just depends on if I enjoy your company for the rest of the evening. But
I mean, I can do some.
but yeah. I mean,
I can
it
do
could
some
be the other way around.
trickery.
Yeah. He's walking down steps. Yeah. Just my
Do
sight.
around.
And of course, Rob on the sound, and you never see him, but he's always back there.
I might-
You have the line in up. The line in will be the Diablos. And we'll take a little bit of a listen to Intoxicated Zen. I don't want to give it away but they got some new stuff coming out. I think they got a new single coming out after New Year's, and they're also playing New Year's Eve at Pleasant Street. So go check them out there.
Oh, that's huge.
Yep.
That's
So
great.
we'll see you on Wednesday with Intoxicated Zen and Thursday with Pinch. But first we'll see you Wednesday with the Zen. Here's Diablo.
There's things I think I know. If you're sweating to stress my show, if you're drowning, you might let go. These things I think I know. I can see the hot glow of the metal before it falls. Now you're chilling with sinful fall. The more I question, the less I know. Hey now, you're chilling with Diablo, and it's want you to stay a while. Hey now, you're chilling with Diablo, and it's want you to stay a while. Chilling with Diablo. I've been lost to know the way. Tell me why I feel this pain. Grab something to numb my brain. In the sun, don't feel no rays. Don't tell me what to say. All I see is a misty haze. The sky is wet, the clouds are gray. Life lived in pounds of shade.